back again with another episode of the Aquila View. With us, Team Beyond Space from UAE Circuit. Moving ahead, over the next course of 20 to 25 minutes, as you all know, we'll be talking to all of these young minds over different aspects of F1 in schools and their journey till here right now. And before wasting any further time, let's get right into it. So, firstly, welcome everybody to what we call the Aquila View family. I hope you all have been doing extremely well and healthy, seeing the situation that we all are going through right now. Before we actually move into the podcast, I'd like to ask you to please give an introduction to us and tell us a little bit more about yourself, what your roles are in Team Beyond Space, and something very interesting about you that sets you apart from everyone. So we'll start with Raju and and followed by Sai, Shruti, and Yashwant.
So I'm the design analyst of the team. I judge the airflow around the car using softwares like CFD. I'm paying attention to minute details, hence that's why I got the job.
Amazing, Raju. You basically designed the car, right? And you're the engineer for the team. Amazing. Yeah, Shruti, you could go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So I'm Shruti and I'm the marketing manager of the team. I work around events and programs to ensure that our brand name is known, and I also handle the social media along with the team. And yeah, that's my work.
That's amazing, Shruti. That's quite a lovely job, right? Because I personally looked up with the marketing here at Team Aquila, and I really enjoyed it. Right, so definitely. Yashwant, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Yashwant, the design engineer for the team. I make the car with the help of Raj over here, who's the design analyst, and I'm actually pretty good at logical reasoning.
All right, that's quite amazing. So Sai, are you with us now?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So should I start over again or?
Yeah, please start again.
Yeah. So yeah, my name is Sai. I'm the team manager for Team Beyond Spacetime. I'm a perfectionist and I care a lot of time management and things like that. So yeah, that's my role and that's what me.
Yeah, that's quite amazing, right? So yeah, moving ahead. I mean, uh, First of all, I guess before we actually dive into the questions that are related to different aspects like manufacturing, marketing, and sponsorship, I'd like to know that how you all started your journey and how was this team basically came together and how you all came together to in order to form Team Beyond Space, right? And how has been your experience till date in for F1 in schools as a competition? So, would again follow the same order. Raju, you could go ahead.
The reason I joined was because I wanted a new experience. I wanted to talk to new people, and I thought it'd be a fun experience. So that's why I joined.
Yep, that's amazing. So, Sai, why did you join in, and how Team Beyond Space came into existence?
Okay, so I'll just continue and maybe we'll work around with him being last.
Yeah, how it should be.
Okay, so well, I joined the team in September when Sai actually put up a word about F1, and it got me interested because my field is more into marketing for my future, so it was definitely a good opportunity. So that's how I came to the team.
Quite amazing, right? Because definitely, who would have thought? I mean, definitely a person who's into marketing would love to join F1, right? Because when we heard the name F1, uh, cars come into our mind, right? And basically, that is all automobile engineering. So yeah, that's quite amazing. Yashwant, how you joined in, and what was the reason you joined in?
Yeah, so around a year ago, Sai created the team, and he approached me first and asked if I would want to be a part of the engineering team, the competition. And since I was passionate about CAD and design, I kind of joined because yeah.
All right. So, it's only Sai that's left who would be able to tell us more. That's how Team Beyond Space came into existence.
Okay, so Team Beyond Spacetime came together at the September of last year. So again, this was kind of like a rough, harsh decision that we took at this beginning. It was all about the learning, and I just thought it'll be a new experience. But later on, once I just got in depth with the competition, it got more and more fun, and just the learning arc and everything about the competition just seemed very interesting from design to marketing, and the way you can speak to people, the way you can connect, the way you can just overall promote the competition and just things like these. They're very interesting. So
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree to your points, right? Because I mean, I personally believe the competition is so diverse in itself, right? Because right from marketing to sponsorships to engineering to digital media, it basically covers all aspect of how an organization should run, right? And I guess it's totally a simulation of how an actual F1 team works, right? So I mean, that's the reason. That was particular reason I joined in for the and enrolled for the competition. And I mean, my journey has been fantastic because I mean, I personally learned a lot of things that I mean, not just learned, but I implemented those things in reality because. I mean, most of us have read somewhere about marketing tactics and digital media tactics and statistics, but I really got an opportunity to basically implement those things and how it works. So yeah, I guess moving on, Sai, I mean, as you're leading the team and you're the team manager, so I'd like to know more about. I mean, I mean, what are some leadership aspects that a leader, as a leader, you should definitely be possessing, right? And you should be reflecting in order to have great time management and have a successful F1 in school session.
So again, it's not only about F1 in schools. It's a key thing in all leadership aspects or anywhere, in fact. So it is lead by example. You need to do that for each and everything, and that's the basic ideology and the principle behind any leading position. One more thing I like to take into consideration while leading a team or just anything in general is mental strength. The ability to overcome your inner ego and just make quick decisions with the team and listen to the team and accept that you're wrong. That's very important for a team, and that's how you get through to many places. And that's what I think is crucial for a team leader or anyone for that matter. So yeah.
I mean, completely agreed, Sai, because as you started, that leaders lead by example, and you definitely have to accept wherever you're wrong. And I mean, what I personally believe is that leader is someone who is within the team, right? I mean, sometimes people underestimate the things that I mean, leader is someone who is leading or who is in the front, or I mean, people basically generalize that all right, leader is someone who is outside the team and who is basically pulling off the team. But I guess he or she is definitely is someone who is in the team and works with the team. Yeah. So moving on, I guess next question is lined up for Shruti because that is regarding the digital media and marketing and sponsorships. So Shruti, I guess as you said that you joined in because you really wanted to implement some marketing skills and obviously learn them. So, what were these, I mean, strategies that you have planned for the team in order to gain sponsorships from the corporates or anyone who could sponsor your team? And how you look up to your marketing and digital media staff?
Well, we are trying, like the strategy is to go all around because the scope is very high this time. So, yeah, in terms of digital marketing, we're gonna improve more on regular posts and all. That's the idea. And for sponsorships, we're targeting local because it's more convenient for both sides, and we'll be able to deliver proper ROI.
Yeah, I guess as you talked about the ROIs, so Shruti, how you design all of these ROIs? Because I mean, people generally give those normal ROIs that all right, a sponsor will get a logo placement on car, pit booths, and merchandise. But in order to really get a sponsor to sponsor you, I mean, you have to set yourself apart. So, I mean, how have you worked on your ROI?
See, every team has its own speciality, own benefits, own perks. So, first of all, I studied our team's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and what our sponsors would benefit from us. So, that's how I've built our ROI according to our strengths and what we can give them. And also with discussing about it with the team, like, if anyone, because when you're in a team, many of us have different views and different points, so that can be used as a plus point.
Yep, I mean, definitely you answered my next question as well, that you personally decide the ROIs or it was a team's whole collaborative effort. So, Shruti, I mean, you stated about I mean, every team is different, right? So, can you please state, I mean, what's your biggest strength and what's your biggest weakness here?
Okay, so as a team, our strength is that we all are friends from the start. So the understanding and bonding is there, which makes us more. We come out more strong as a team when we speak to our sponsors or approach them. And yeah, that's one. And second of all, our threat would be that we are in our last year of high school. So there is a little bit imbalance between our studies and work, but we're managing it as a team, and that's an opportunity that since we're able to manage it, we are okay.
Yep, I mean that's definitely a biggest threat, right? Because I mean we were also in the last year of our high schools, and managing that with your academics is definitely a challenge, right? Because I guess I you have to see to it that everyone is I mean everything is managed on time, because I guess you might be aware of the workload that comes into play when we talk about this competition, right? From portfolios to car design to manufacturing it, I mean, everything takes time and it's a hectic process. Moving on, I guess this is the question that most of us, I mean, would relate to, because it's related to the cars engineering and manufacturing. So, I mean, I guess it's for Yashwant and Raju to answer. So, I guess, guys, what is the strategy or what is the inspiration behind the design of the car? I mean, how you build it from the scratch, because obviously we look up to many F1 in schools car that has participated previously in the years previously. But what exactly do you look up to in when it comes to designing the car? And followed by that, I'd like to ask that what is the manufacturing process? Because here in India, what we do usually is that we design the cars on the CAD software and we send it to the organizer itself, and they manufacture it for us by doing whole CNC cutting and everything. And this is how it works in India. But how does manufacturing work back in the UAE? So, I mean, you could start with the design process and then you could probably end it with the manufacturing.
So, Sai, the team manager, is in charge of manufacturing. He also juggles that role with team manager. Me, Yashwant, I tested, and Yashwant designs the car. So I give him the ideas, and he makes it, and I test it after he's done. Our main the car which got the fastest car in UAE was our main philosophy was that we had to follow a bullet. That was the base of our car essentially.
All right. I mean, I guess while analyzing a few cars from not only UAE but many countries, I guess we really found that out that though I mean most of the teams have Bullet as their base, and then they modify and update that design in order to beat that world record of 0.917 seconds. I guess that is of the Institute from Australia. That's quite amazing. So, Sai, if you could go in the deep of manufacturing process, that how it works in UAE.
Yeah, right. So in UAE, it's actually pretty similar to the one in India. We have an organization called YAS. So we just send our designs and everything to there, and they CNC it for us. Again, so as Roger said, it's not like it's the basis idea is a bullet, but more than that, we decided to keep the car very open and very oriented such that the entire airflow is very streamlined throughout, and there are no weird awkward gaps or any vacuums or anything like that, so that like the airflow is disrupted. So that's the base idea that we went off of it, and that seemed to work very well. So yeah, I mean, except for the fact that the car broke, which happened to be good TV for us, but yeah, that was just the most that was hilarious for us actually. Like, uh, let me brief on that a bit. So after our race actually happened, the towels that were placed were actually a bit disoriented, like got disturbed a bit, and the car broke after it passed the finish line. So we all were very shocked to see that, but then later on the car was fixed and we could race again. So again, that was a pretty funny moment when we found that it was actually not our fault. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely. Uh, I guess over the time, I guess we talked about marketing, we talked about sponsorships, we talked about ROIs, I guess. We talked about, I guess, we touched almost every aspect of the competition. But yeah, I guess we missed on the factor of pit displays here, right? So, what do you guys think is, should be a necessary point, or every pit display should have that thing, right? So from the sustainability factor to design factor to the transportability factor to the cost factor, if you could just give a glimpse on how a team who is new to the competition should start building the pit display that is affordable and that is obviously has some strength and that is easy to transport, and obviously a very important factor that is sustainable. So yeah, whoever is responsible for the PIDs would go ahead and
Right. So coming to the pit display part, again, it's pretty common for most teams to have a pit display that is that kind of represents their sponsors or like their team and their car journey or something like that. But the most important thing that I feel is that it should represent like it should represent your ideologies and your main goals for the F1 and schools team. I feel like that's very important because that's where the judges get to know you as a team a bit more and not the team identity and like things like that. So they get to know you on a personal level, and that's where they can see your creativity and other aspects. So that's one important factor. That's what I feel.
completely agreed, Sai, because usually when we see all of these pit displays, it has a very common set of content that that's there on their pits, like as you said, that sponsors and their car journey and all of these things. But I agree on your point of having the ideology or the beliefs or the goals that a team possesses as a F1 in schools team, because whenever a judge looks at you, he or she gets to know that, all right, this is what this is what the team has to say about who they are as a team, right? So that's a very great point that you made right now, and that point should and is quite helpful for the teams who are participating next up, right? So lastly, to conclude, I guess I'd like to ask every one of you that what's your vision ahead? How you look the competition ahead, and how do you see yourself in the next coming 6 months as a team? We'll start with Raju, and then we'll follow the same order till Yashwant.
In the next 6 months, that means the next competition. Yeah. So we're trying to get a new member. So we're trying to improve as a team. How do I say this? We're gonna look for our flaws. We're gonna fix them so that we'll have a better chance of winning the next competition or the coming competition.
Yeah, that's the best thing, I guess, because learning from your mistakes and improving on that would definitely lead you to a successful next competition, right? Sai, what's your vision ahead as a team leader?
So as a team leader, again, I have many things to mention, but I'll just gloss over them quickly. So coming to engineering, I just want something a bit more different and just maybe change the design philosophy and learn from our past mistakes and get just something different so that we can achieve that time. And coming to other aspects, I just want to like work on the ROI and just envision new ideas and just implement them so that we can just go further as a team.
Yep, that's quite amazing, right? Shruti, how do you look Team Beyond Space improving their digital media and sponsorship ROIs in next?
Well, looking forward, we know where we lacked in our previous competition. We're looking forward to the new competition, and we are going to work on where we lacked and improve what we are good in. And with the new team member coming in, I'm sure we'll get new views and opinions and ideas. So that would strengthen our team even more.
Yeah, completely agree, Shruti, because a new team member would bring in some fresh thoughts and fresh ideologies to the team, right? And that would be a whole together new experience, etc. Yashwant, what's your take on this?
Yeah, I mean, for the design of the car itself, the engineering aspect, I feel we can like explore new design philosophies and different design concepts so that, and even test more so that we can improve on the structural integrity of the car and the aerodynamics, hopefully reaching the fastest time possible.
Yep, I mean, as a design engineer, we have that same goal and ideology to reach. To have to have that world record set, and at least get that time bar below 1 second, right? So I guess by this, we definitely have came to an end of this wonderful conversation with all of these amazing people from Team Beyond Space, all the way from UAE. Till then, stay tuned to the Aquila View. I'm your host Narayan signing off, and I hope to see you all very soon in the competition or whenever we get a chance to meet.